Hello again, friends. Welcome back to the Bad Coffee Podcast by MoneySafe. It's Odette here, sitting down with a mug that's way too strong for this hour. Beatrix, are you ready for this one?
Absolutely, Odette. I've got my own terrible cup of coffee here. Can't break tradition now, can we? And today's episode is a great one. We're diving headfirst into the world of late bloomers and risk-takers. The stories are a bit inspiring, a bit surprising, and, well, very on-brand for us, don't you think?
Oh, definitely. And, this topic, it kind of links back to what we talked about in our Acorn to Oak Tree episode, right? Growth is not a straight line, and sometimes life takes its sweet time to deliver the big stuff.
Right, and it really means it's never too late to try something new. I mean, think about it. The people we know as household names now, so many of them were late bloomers, like properly late. Take Colonel Sanders. He didn't start KFC until he was 62. 62! I sometimes struggle at half that age to try new recipes, let alone a business empire.
Exactly. And there's Julia Child. Oh, I just adore her spirit. She wrote her very first cookbook at 50, became one of the best-known French chefs, even though she wasn't French. Makes you think twice about setting those arbitrary age deadlines for yourself, doesn't it?
For sure. And I always mix up her age, actually. Was it 50 or 51 when she published? Either way, it wasn't young by today's startup standards. And then there's Laura Ingalls Wilder. She was in her 60s before writing Little House on the Prairie. That's, what? Most people are well into retirement, thinking of slowing down at that point.
Yep. And Ray Kroc, too, if you remember. His McDonald's magic didn't really happen till after he was 70, I think. I mean, if that's not proof that your prime can show up any time, I don't know what is.
Absolutely. And speaking of late, did you know Nelson Mandela became South Africa's president at 76? Talk about playing the long game. I love that. There's no expiry date on impact.
It's so true. And there's more. Joseph A. Campbell, the soup guy, didn't even develop his famous condensed tomato soup until he was 78. I can't even imagine launching a product at 78. That's perseverance, and probably great soup, too.
I mean, he must have been absolutely relentless. That's the thing, isn't it? A lot of us get so afraid of failing, we don't even attempt anything that's bigger than ourselves. I see it all the time. We get comfortable. Oh, I'll just stay where it's safe. But these folks, late bloomers, risk-takers, they just kept going. Despite the setbacks, despite the odds stacked up against them.
It really is about that tenacity. Like we've said before, in our Giant Killers Mindset episode, you've got to assess your challenges, know your strengths, and then just go for it, even if you feel like it's too late. Spoiler, it usually isn't.
And sometimes I think people need to hear that more than any secret strategy or investment tip. The lesson here: late bloomers can finish strong. Age is just, kind of arbitrary in the game of innovation and perseverance. Just because your story's slow to start doesn't mean it doesn't finish brilliantly.
That's a perfect way to put it, B. And for anyone listening, if you're thinking you've missed some mythical boat, you haven't. There are always new ships coming to the dock if you keep looking for them. In fact, that actually ties nicely to what we covered in our episode about not letting fear or judgment make you bury your own talents. There's always a next step, no matter your age or failures behind you.
And in the spirit of keeping things practical, if you're a bit of a late bloomer yourself, or maybe just terrified of taking that leap, remember, small risks count too. Even starting with a tiny side project or volunteering for something new at work, it all builds your risk muscle. Maybe don't open a global chicken franchise straight away, but hey, you never know where the habit might lead.
Wise words, B. All right, folks, we'll wrap this up for today. Thank you so much for spending your valuable time with us, letting us ramble and hopefully inspire a little too. And definitely, Stay tuned for more from our Digital Wealth Learning and Millionaire series.
Next week's episode is going to be a good one, as always. We'll share how to earn up to 50% in revenue sharing with Ava Partners. That's a mouthful and a half, but if you're hanging around the investment world, you really won't want to miss it.
And don't forget, if you've enjoyed this conversation, check out Payoneer Global Payroll Services on the MoneySafe Millionaire Business Platform. You'll find us at talkingstartups.wixsite.com/MoneySafeMillionaire. Okay, Beatrix. It's been lovely, as ever.
Likewise, Odette. To all our listeners, thank you and have a brilliant week. We'll see you next time. And remember, it's never too late to start something amazing. Bye now.
Bye for now, everyone. Take care.